Yo, this is Vayvonte coming at you live and directly from the Grand Canyon National Park.
Come on, I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself.
So, today's video, I want to give some tips out there, some life hacks. I'm going to give you about five life hacks on how to travel to your dream destinations if your pockets ain't so fat or whatever the circumstance. So yeah, man, a lot of people, they desire to travel, they desire to go to these places, but few people have the bravery and guts and mindset and what it takes to actually do these things. So I'm talking to the people who are willing to actually put it on the line, get out there, because they value their life more than what other people are telling them how to live and money and all these things. 5 life hacks. We're gonna start with number 1. I wrote these down so I don't forget. So number 1, most of all, and this is with anything in life, you wanna have a connection to the Most High Jah. Whatever that might be for you, whether you refer to it as God, the Most High, Allah, what other names are there for God? You know, there's many names. Have a connection to something higher than yourself, whether that be ancestors, spirits, because when times get rough and people around you can't really relate to you or know what you're going through and stuff, and you need that faith, I mean, where else is there to look? If you know, then tell me. I would love to know. But you want to have that connection because, yeah, like I said already, when times get rough, that's what's gonna keep you going. That's what's gonna remind you that you're here for a reason. And that is all work too. You want to use your resources around you. A lot of people tend to call other people lucky when they see them traveling place and place on Instagram or whatever, but that person that's calling the other person lucky doesn't know anything of how that person got to where they're at, doesn't know how they work to get where they're at, doesn't know anything. But one thing is for sure is we all have our own resources in life. That's with everything. Some people might be disadvantaged in one way and another person privileged in another. So you gotta take advantage of your resources and do what you gotta do. So that's up to you, my friend. That kind of ties back to the first reason, which is have a connection with Jah. Because without Jah, nothing's possible. So yeah, you wanna use your resources. For example, if you're working a 9-to-5 job and you want to travel somewhere and you're tired of the 9-to-5 life, use that job, milk the cow for what it's worth, get your money, buy your ticket, do what you gotta do. That's what I did. And over time, things will work out. And this goes back to the connection with job, because sometimes we'll be scared, like, damn, if we buy this ticket and go here, like, we're not gonna have a job when we come back. But if you just believe and put that faith out, things will work out eventually. Can't rain forever. Reason number 3, you want to budget your flights and accommodation. You cannot be going to these countries thinking you about to be bougie, staying at resorts and all this, unless the opportunity comes to you where you could do it at a very minimal cost, unless you're balling like that. But I'm talking for people who are just kind of starting out and want to find ways to do it with the bare minimum. So I suggest using sites like Kayak, Priceline, and you want to be very flexible, because the more flexible you are, the cheaper things will be for you. I promise you. You might be flying to Ghana, for example, and you might not Ghana. Maybe you'll be flying to Egypt and you'll have a layover in Ghana. But with that layover, you save probably about $200, $300. And all you gotta do is sit in another country for a couple hours, do your thing. Take advantage of the time, I don't know, edit a video, write in a journal. You gotta adapt and be very, You gotta adapt and be very flexible. And if you can't be those 2 things in life, then you won't make it too far. Numero 4. This one is a big game changer. I kid you not. Use work exchange programs. This one I cannot stress enough. This is actually what got me started when I went to Kenya that first time I started traveling solo. So work exchange programs is pretty much like what it says, work exchange. You go to these countries, and if a family, you stay with a family, and if the family has a farm, you stay with that family, they teach you how to farm, you help them on their farm, they give you food, a place to stay, you get all types of experiences. I mean, the opportunities are out there, man. So that's a really good one. You got woofing, you got workaway, you got world packers, couch surfing. There's many, many, many. This one's a big game changer because you save so much money, and you're not just out there in the country by yourself in the city with not a soul that you know. Just like, you know, with this one, you're with the people, and whenever you want to go out, they will take you out. And like, for example, when I was in Tanzania, I used World Packers, and I was volunteering at a children's school. And on our days off, they would take me to these beautiful jungles up in the hills. I went on a safari for the first time. I mean, you save a lot of money using these, and you make lifelong friendships. So when you go back to that country, you don't even have to use the program thing anymore. You just know them. I mean, but that all depends on your relationships with everyone and just how things are going. But that's just a little example of what could happen. So yeah, this one also ties to number one. You need to be brave and take risks. You cannot be afraid to take risks. I can't stress it enough. I know if it's your first time and whatnot, it could be very, very scary. And I don't know, I just think nothing in life that's worth doing, you will just be fully at ease. You're gonna have some type of emotion that's gonna make you almost wanna change your mind, but that's when you need to look past that and just go for it, man. Take the risk, believe in yourself, have that relationship with God that you'll be protected and safe. And I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, take the risk. I mean, I remember the first time I went to Kenya, I was like, I was really scared. I was like, man, what am I doing? Like, this is probably gonna be the dumbest idea ever. Everyone was just like almost trying to talk me out of it. Like, oh, you can't just go to Africa by yourself. You know, people are gonna try to rob you, this, that, and the third. I mean, I heard everything in the book, everything. So imagine how I felt. Me at what, 20 years old I was? Fresh out of high school, living in my dad's basement, just like, I was scared, man, but I didn't let the fear stop me. That's what separates the men from the boys, or you get what I'm trying to say. That's what separates the brave from the not brave. The ones who are willing to push past whatever negative emotion they're feeling at that time and still go for what their heart desires. Because the outcome is just, I mean, it'll change you, I'm telling you. I mean, I didn't regret that trip not one bit. In fact, I was so sad when I had to come back because it was like a 2-week trip. But you just gotta take risks. You gotta take risks. I mean, look at all the quote unquote successful people in the world. At some point, they took heavy risks in their lives. And on the other side of that fear, that could be a whole new life waiting for you right there. All you had to do was just look past what was stopping you and keep it going. So I can't stress that one enough. Take a lot of risks, take a lot of risks. So I think I'm gonna end this video here. It's gonna be a short one, but this is Vayvonte's 5 life hacks to travel if your pockets ain't so deep, or if you have like a lot of fear, or you just want to hear some pep talk about it. I mean, that's why I'm here. So take those into consideration. Remember to be brave, you know. Don't take life so seriously. Be light on yourself. Write down your goals and dreams and just do what you gotta do. Till next time.
We love all